haven't done much cooking recently on YouTube, so I figured I would kind of play around and show what I'm working on tonight. I'm making lasagna and I'm making pizza. So as my dough, which I'm actually having in the oven here, is rising and it's nice and warm in here, a little secret you can do is go to the defrost, put it on for like, 50 grams or half a pound. Heat it up, then throw your dough in there to sit. Little secret there. I'm making lasagna. Now, this stuff here, this easy pasta, fresh rolled pasta, is just fun. You can do all sorts of things with it, but it's amazing for making lasagna, and I'm going to show you kind of what I'm doing here. First thing I do is get some ground beef, sliced up some onions and garlic, and this garlic really needs to be sliced up a little bit more. It's a little bit big, but well, whoever gets that is going to enjoy that and mix that up. Have some, these are going to be the lasagna dishes that I have, and then your rolled pizza, or your rolled dough. And all I'm going to do is basically unroll it, and I'm going to put the prints on there. Let me show you. So I've got it rolled out, and all I'm going to do then now is basically put the bowl, cut around the bowl with a little knife here, and then that becomes the first layer. So what I did here is I actually just put imprints on it. Now, it's going to be hard to do with one hand, but basically these pieces are going to come out. Now I'm going to use all this dough, so even these little bits here I'm going to end up using. But this here becomes the base of the first one. If I can do it with one hand here, do my best here. May not be able to. I can't. All in here. And you can even see, look, you can even use the leftovers, the end pieces here on it. So the next thing I'm going to do is actually take my meat, and this is going to be the first layer, and spread it out on the bottom. And it's got the onion in it in there. And then the other thing you can do is get some pasta sauce and sprinkle it in and repeat the process. The other thing I have is I have some greens here from our salad garden, and you can actually put in a leaf too. There are no rules. Have that in there. Nice little barrier there. And ultimately I can put on another one and repeat it. There's no rules. Have fun. And then what you're going to do is bake it, and we'll get there later. Something I had forgotten. Most important thing in lasagna is cheese. So ensure that you sprinkle cheese in between the two, because that is going to make it. So I'm going to make these differently to see how they come out. So this one here, I'm going to start with some cheese on the bottom. Okay. This one I started with meat on the bottom, and then what I can do is get a leaf in here, put a leaf in here like this here, and then let's get some meat stuffing in here. Okay. Okay, that looks good. This one here, let's see, let's start with a leaf on the bottom on this one here. Okay, and then let's put some cheese on it here. And then let's get some meat on top of that. Okay. And let's put another, I'm going to put another lasagna layer. We'll start with some meat on this one first. Unless you invent, unless you try, you have no idea how things are going to come out. Put some cheese on this here. Alright. And have one more here. Let's, what should I do with this one? Well, do some leafy stuff on the bottom again. This is daikon leaf. This is all stuff I'm growing in my garden. And definitely want a leaf, a couple leaves in here. I really firmly believe in basically using lots of greens when you cook. So here I am adding more layers, and actually this is the second layer of pasta. As you can see now, I'm using the bits around the side here. Okay, pushing it in. Here's the spaghetti sauce. Looks kind of horrid, but it's a little juice. It should be fine. And you know, and then basically I can be adding another green on top of this, right? Okay, let's get some more daikon leaves in there. Alright, looks beautiful. Okay, and as you can see, I'm using another plate just to cut out, and then using the bits in here so nothing goes to waste. And don't forget tomatoes. Obviously that's a good thing to put on top. Something I always do is squeeze out, cut the top out the tomato. Here's the bottom, here's the top. When you top it, all the seeds just fall out. You also get some of the juices out of there. Alright, and get those seeds in there. These seeds are going to go in the garden. There you go. Get those in there. Top on. You can see I keep my seeds and stuff up here on the root, on the fan top here, and I have all these herbs and stuff that I usually put in the food. Cumin, turmeric, all these things are great. Cardamom is one of my favorite. Cardamom is one of my favorite. And you even have back in here, really for me, not the kids, but some habanero. Alright, so let's slice this up and get this in here. And if you're going to be using tomatoes, you got to use olive oil. So a little olive oil, just a little bit on here. Alright, so here they are, different ways made, ready to go in the oven. Now, you have a choice. You can either use a toaster oven. What I do, I don't know what setting this is, but it's the heavy, long setting. And if it's getting too brown on the top, just put some tin foil, or you could actually, I may even put some tin foil over the top once it starts cooking. The other one, a little bit slower, so this is basically 10 minutes, and I'll do that twice. This one here, I've got to wait for this oven to heat up to 200, and then I'll cook it. So there you go, the final product. Should be all cooked through.